Perplexities. Parenting Perplexities, actually. And today I want to talk about boredom, because boredom has been an issue for me with all my kids, who are now 18, 15, 12, 11, and 8. And I find it really interesting because it seems to be a rhetoric for them. It is consistent rhetoric over all these years that I've been raising these kids. Even at one point, my 15-year-old, who is 15 now, he was 8, and he was so bored one day that he lay at the edge of the sofa and started to weep with boredom, which was extraordinary. And I do understand that in this day and age of electronics and constant sort of bombardment of things that distract you from actually being in a room and being present, it's not a surprise that boredom is such a big part of childhood. So what I've learned to do as a result of all of this is I've learned to say, if you're bored, be bored. Just be bored, see what happens. It's funny because at first I always used to say, there's no such thing as boredom. And they would say, but Taddy, there's boredom all the time. I mean, how can you say there's no such thing as boredom? So now instead of saying there's no such thing as boredom and then getting into a 10-minute argument with my kids, I say, just be bored. And what's interesting about that is that in that boredom, 5-10 minutes later, you'll find them that they've gone off to find something, they've done something, and somehow they've managed to create something out of the boredom. And I think maybe that's something also in us as grown-ups, that it's hard for us to be present, to be in the moment, and maybe just letting that be and see where that takes us is better than thinking, how can I get distracted? But as a parent, as you know, when your child says you're bored, you kind of want to go and fix it. But I think in this case, maybe it's better just to say, be bored, and see what happens.